Members may recall that in the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic, supermarkets were purportedly running out of toilet paper. A social media post surfaced suggesting that people used the Bible or the Quran as toilet paper. This post was religiously very offensive and denigrated two religions in Singapore. However, it was not moderated nor removed by the platform concerned. IMDA had to step in to engage the platform, and the platform eventually disabled access to the post. There may also be egregious content on non-designated social media services which are not subject to the Code of Practice for Online Safety. In May last year, a poll published on a social media service sexualized local female Islamic teachers, asked users to rank them, and further promoted sexual violence against them. The post went viral, and the modest reach of this particular service received a sudden big boost. It not only caused great distress to the individuals involved, but also unsettled many others in the community. These issues are like fires that occur even as the fire code has prevented most fires. In such instances, we must have firefighters who are properly equipped to act quickly so as to minimize, if not prevent, serious injury and damage. If Parliament agrees, the new Section 45H proposed by this bill will allow IMDA to act as an online firefighter to direct any social media service to disable Singapore users' access to egregious content and stop the egregious content from being transmitted to Singapore users via other channels or accounts. IMDA has in fact performed this role for some time now, working with social media services behind the scenes to deal with egregious content. As Singapore's media regulator, IMDA also has significant experience in assessing content across the different media platforms and making decisions to protect the community. Under this bill, IMDA will be better equipped to ensure Singapore users are protected from egregious content online. But IMDA will not have carte blanche to issue directions. Its powers will be limited in scope. First, IMDA will not be able to issue directions in respect of private communications. Those will remain private. Second, directions can only be issued for certain categories of egregious content relating to user safety. The new Section 45D proposed by the bill defines egregious content to include content advocating terrorism, suicide and self-harm, violence, including sexual violence, child sexual exploitation, content posing public health risk, and content likely to undermine racial and religious harmony. These categories will be set out in law. When dealing with content that requires the expertise of other agencies, IMDA will consult them accordingly. As an example, when assessing content pertaining to public health measures and risk, IMDA will consult the Ministry of Health and its experts.